defensive composition, something playing around a Reinhardt staying as a core. The Zarya Orisa comp coming out for Paris, this is very strange. Going to be relying on bubbling soon on the Reaper, but so much mobility coming to bear for the Houston Outlaws. It's going to be hard for Paris Eternal to keep up, even with that Lucio.
Big question is, are you going to be able to contain Blase? Blase, who is such an impact player for the Outlaws last weekend. Now the Outlaws right now looking for the dive in. Blase already strikes, finds Nico immediately, and Jacob might be more of the same.
In and out, Blase restoring his cooldowns, trying to stay alive, but Paris, they're all caught in the corner. This is not where you want to be against a dive. You're giving up all map position, and Outlaws, they're taking brutal advantage of it.
Blase has everything to hit and more, moves on in, strikes the Orisa, mid fortified. Doesn't do quite too much, but the rest of the damage is there, and here comes Dante, room to work with.
This is just not a position you can successfully play for the Paris Eternal. Maybe you can bring the Mei in and try and freeze people, but look at this map. So he's getting a lot out of that fight, but unfortunately no one else is. And Houston's closing in on 6 ults. The only thing they're really far away from is those Meteor Strike and Self-Destruct.
Goes for the early Graviton onto the high ground, looking for a Pulse Bomb out from Dante in response. Mortality field down, and the Outlaws, they lose Repel. See if they're able to stand the fight. Muma gonna use Primal Rage, buy a little bit of extra time. Paris looking poked down as Blase gets to the back again.
It takes a whole grab just to take out the Ana, and at the end of the day, you're just not getting enough out of that ultimate. Jexa with the rally, able to survive, and soon a long delay here. Houston in total control of this match. Houston did pay a lot to win that fight. This could be a moment for Paris to get the flip. They do have that sound barrier. Could be forced by Meko's self-destruct, but then that should give an opening for Nico to find a potential Blizzard.
Nico moving in, the Outlaws, meanwhile playing on the outskirts, not getting an easy engage target thus far. Early wall for Nico, the Outlaws still pressuring, but they don't have to make a huge move here, Jake. They can wait, but as they say that, Meko has to burn the self-destruct, trying to stay alive, still gets chased down. Now Paris, a much better engagement, they're gonna wipe out the Outlaws.
That should be exactly the flip that Paris are looking for. Muma striking back, keeping this interesting, but Houston are going to be securing nearly 99% control. If Muma can escape with his life, this will be a very quick reset for the Outlaws. So Paris, they want to chase forward. They want to get some of these cleanup kills. Could be a little bit risky, though, as Soon does fall. That's going to stymie any early aggression from Paris. This will get Houston to the point, but they're going to need to win a fight, although this nano boost onto Muma, he's at 75% Primal Rage, almost guaranteed to finish charging that ultimate with the help of his Ana.
The Outlaws are in a really, really good spot right now. Repel gonna be nanoing Muma, as you say, and Hif immediately taken down. A decisive dive coming out for the Outlaws, and that should put this round away.
Dante just looking fierce there. So many headshots coming out from him, farming those kills with the assist from Muma. And now Muma with the Primal, just adding insult to injury, diving into the back line. And this round looks so simple for the Outlaws, although Blase just dropped.
Paris right now trying to delay it out, doing a little bit more delay than expected. Still in and around, Soon back to point, takes down Jexa, and suddenly Paris is trying to bring this one back. The Outlaws might have left their foot off the gas just a little bit. That is amazing.
Although 99% is secured and only the nano boost ready for Paris, and they don't even have a Winston to combo with it. Probably will be Soon taking the nano. That could be a struggle against an Ana Brig.
The Outlaws have a good fight ahead of them. See if Paris can find a way around. Early sleep on the Hanbin. Bednas though gets on the repel. Keep it to the back line. Dante looking to respond, throws out the pulse, does not stick. Paris sustaining here so far. Nano onto Hanbin, plenty of room to work with, and the Outlaws let this one get away.
FD God though pays with a sound barrier to secure that fight, and now Jex's rally is going to be functionally uncontested.
Final fight on the way. Paris nearly bringing this back in full. Blase no longer on the Doom. Off to the Sombra. Early Bionate forces out the rally from Jexa. Paris looking to move in. Soon though, the Bounce Bomb, eat it. That was able to deal with the repel back the other side, and the Paris dive dealt with and then some. The Outlaws moving back on over. Muma taken down. We'll see if Paris can have a miracle come back once more.
It's definitely going to take a miracle here. Meko farming damage on the point, does have that self-destruct, although Blase is slept with a full armor stack, so it should be pretty difficult to burst him down. The fight is still going on here, though.
Empty God back into it. Dealt with Meko. Didn't let Meko get back into mech. Dante dancing around. Paris still down in numbers. Dante moving forward, looking for the Hammond, finishes it off. And right now the Outlaws looking to be surgical. Not let Paris get back into the fight once more. Think to get the point, and that's going to be the round. Also, Blase not going to be on the Doom to start things out. Instead, that's right, it's legs. 76 in play. You see Blase on the top right now, where a Soldier usually likes to be.
Paris should be forced into the aggressive position. Of course, Soldier going to output more damage over time than this Sombra, but Meko caught with the Discord, putting pressured heavily on point.
Soldier right now still using the high ground, not under a whole lot of pressure. Plenty of sight lines to work with, dancing back and forth. Even though falling early makes this a little bit more difficult Hanbin over the top, in danger, poked on down. That's it. Gonna take down Hanbin. The Outlaws still maintaining on the point, even though a little bit down in numbers and definitely getting pressured.
If one of these support ults comes online early, FD got the 1 HP. Dante finishes the kill, though it's traded quickly.
Both teams trading on out. Blase back to the fight. Attack visors up. He's gonna go for it. Muma got to the back. Takes down 2. Soon tries equalize. Not enough. Caught by Blase. And the Outlaws gonna be swapping this back around.
Great patience from Houston, even though Muma falls early.
Muma's going off on a long flank right now. You take a look. He's way behind. Looking for the Zen. He's super far from his team. Paris, meanwhile, they're just diving on the front. Nico drops EP, deals with Repel. And all the while, where is Muma? Muma's just in a different corner of the map, and Paris takes well advantage.
The Sarma just scouts everything and gets so much value now. Houston really just in a position to delay, but Meko somehow finds Hip in the midst of this fight. Hip electing to conservatively hold his Transcendence, just rely on FD God's rally. Meko also getting the self-destruct, trying desperately to keep this delay going, but a little bit too little too late there as everyone falling for the Outlaws. I think he's trying to somehow start the fight earlier, but maybe caught off by Paris taking a different path to point than he expected.
So, even so far here on round 2, 46-39. Gonna have an early rally here from the Outlaws. They look to move on in. Meanwhile, soon, Pulse Bomb out early, gets the stick on Blase. Takes him out. And now Paris can play a little bit further back. The range threat no longer there. And with Muma out of the fight, the Outlaws, they need to retreat.
They're trying their best to escape, but Paris doing the right thing here, diving in, cleaning up all these kills. They have a huge player out, and they make use of it. So far, the Sombra just turning up a lot more than this Soldier 76 in the long fight. And Jexa commits the rally there, doesn't get the point flip out of it. Means Paris is in a very strong position to take this round, but not with an opening pick like that.
Soon peeks the corner, gets caught by Repel. Now the Outlaws moving on in, 6 on 5. Paris trying to buy a little bit of time for Tracer to get back to the battle. The Outlaws taking a lot of position to stop, but the EMP off the other way. They counter-engage down players and make that one work. Now the Outlaws in real danger here. 98%, can they stall for long? I don't think so.
The reaction time from Repel just not quick enough. He did have that Transcendence available, so Nico takes the risk and it pays off big time. Paris takes map 2. Should be a little bit better for Blase on the Soldier as Houston takes the long road, electing to not fight on the jump pad. I think this is a correct decision against a Sombra Tracer that, has that increased mobility on you.
Well, until EMP comes into the fray, the Outlaws will definitely be working with the poke advantage. See if they'll be able to translate that into an early fight win. Soon, under a bit of pressure, going to the back. The isolation on the Muma already hacked, in a bit of danger. Getting very low early on. Paraso taking poke the other way. Soon, nice recall, saves him in the nick of time. Soon though, still in a bit of danger. The Outlaws falling back. Both teams are now just feeling each other out as Hip getting very low. Benbest, same boat. Benbest gonna fall. Dante starting to open things up.
It's the early pressure from Dante, sets Hip to 1 HP, forces him essentially out of the fight, and when FD God is low as well.
Tracer v Tracer, you love to see it. It's been a while. Now the Outlaws in a good spot, but Muma gets hacked. Muma in real danger, cannot get away. Nico, a big punish, opens the way for Paris.
Dante desperate to equalize with this Pulse Bomb, but no obvious targets present themselves. He does spot supports. I'd expect him to see to make a move here. Ooh, so close.
Dante looks for Pulse, cannot find the stick. Now on the hunt for Nico, still the other way. Blase, Tac Visor, over. Looking for anything, Tac Visor about to go away, but not before Benbest. Caught on the other side, the pressure from the Outlaws is enough. They're gonna maintain control. That's what you should be looking at here. Look at the top of your screen. Repel on the right, Nico on the left. We'll see if Repel can get away from it. Muma off the Primal! Takes the crime of opportunity, gets Hip out of the fight.
Muma trying to escape the hack, though, is going to turn the frag back in the favor of Paris Eternal.
5 on 5. EMP versus Transcendence game, still a thing. It's the Outlaws trying to buy time, playing around. Muma the swap to the ham and the hack onto Meko. Repel still hang on to the Transcendence, and no, uses it! Early, Nico still at the EMP, Jexe out of the fight. Now Paris in a winning position. EMP is yet to be invested here, Jake, and they're gonna win without it.
This is just a disaster for the Houston Outlaws. Everything going wrong there. Meko hacked. Repel tries to commit the trance to keep him in mech, although Houston strikes back with a couple frags. Somehow Muma and Dante trying to deliver some heroics, but
first thing to look at here has to be Nico on the setup. The EMP ready. Paris, it's not just about winning this fight, it's about setting up to win the next. How clean can they make it? Nico moving in, EMP set up, hits 4. The rest of Paris diving in. The rally from Jexe though, keeping the Outlaws nice and healthy. The EMP is over. The Outlaws still alive. Blase can get away, they can reset, they can come back in. All the heals on Blase. Meko, the bomb the other way. Looking for it, Paris able to dodge. Now you have the self-destruct in from Hanbin. Jexay finds Hip and the Outlaws. This is a brilliant rotation so far, Jake.
Houston just constantly kiting throughout this fight. They lose nobody. That's 4 ults for the Paris Eternal. They get absolutely nothing out of it now. Houston setting up to close out this match, setting up to close out the map as well.
What a nice rotation from the Outlaws. They get the reflip, and now Paris backs against the wall. Overtime ticking down. Can they find the stall? They're losing players one by one. Just Nico moving on to buy a little bit of time. Paris desperately trying to hang on. FD God nowhere to go, taken on down. And Dante right now on cleanup duty. The Outlaws take map 1.